The focus of this video is on system word problems, and there's some famous problems that seem to come up a lot, and so I wanted to just talk about a few of those, okay? So just to kind of walk you through this type of thing, right? Let's take an example of a field trip, okay? So let's say there are two high schools. There's high school A and, oops, sorry. I got this. So high school A and high school B, okay? So it says that high school A, the senior class of high school A filled 5 vans and they filled 6 buses with 414 students, okay? And high school B filled 4 vans and 12 buses with 756 students. The question is, how much does each van and how much does each bus, how many people do they carry? So this is a very basic example of, like, you can kind of see the connection right away, right? So it might be 5V plus 6B equals 414, and then 4V plus 12B equals 756. And then you can use your methods of solving this equation, right? Which might be elimination, it might be graphing. And I'm not going to kind of go through that. If you need help with that, you should go back and watch those videos. I will tell you that the answer is 12 vans, or 12 people per van, and a bus can hold 59 students. But the setup really comes down to what are the things that we don't know. And once you can kind of see them, you can kind of see where those variables pop up. So that's example 1, kind of more the basic type, okay? The others are not as clear. So let's say it said that you were selling tickets to a play, okay, or a talent show. And let's say that each child ticket is $10 a piece, and each adult ticket is $12 a piece. You know, for this weekend, they sold, let's see here, 34 tickets. And we know that they made $370. So the question is, how many child tickets were sold? And also, how many adult tickets were sold? So you can kind of see those two things right there in front of you, right? So we can make this variable C, we can make this variable A, we can make them X and Y, but I do think if you're just starting that this might be something that might help you to identify what are the two things you don't know. What's weird is that there's not a ton of numbers, okay? But one thing I can see is that I've got dollars, dollars, and dollars. So I'm going to write one equation that solely deals with dollars. So I know that I took $10 per child ticket and $12 per adult ticket, and that made me $370. Dollars, dollars, dollars. The only number I haven't used is the 34, right? Oops, sorry, the 34. And so because I have not used 34, this equation has to have the 34 in it. But 34 is just tickets. It has nothing to do with money. So I can't incorporate money into a tickets equation. So remember, though, that C and A are just tickets too. So this one is where it's just C plus A equals 34, okay? So it's something to kind of, that's a tricky one because it looks like you should have more numbers, or maybe the 10 and 12 should be used again. But this equation is all about money, and this equation is all about tickets, okay? They each have their own types, and that's what you would kind of move through, okay? I believe if you solve this one out, it looks as if, let's see here, you get, I think it's 15 is C, and I think the other one is maybe 19 is A. So something to consider, okay? The last one can be a little tricky because it seems so simplistic. It says the difference between two numbers, so that's a C, between two numbers is 3. And then it says their sum is 21. What are the numbers? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name x and y. So this is going to be the first number. I don't know what it is. And this is going to be the second number because I don't know what that is. Difference means subtract, and sum means to add. So when I subtract the two numbers, I get 3. And when I add the two numbers, I get 21. What are the two numbers? So again, you can kind of solve that through. These two numbers are 9 and 21. Nope. Ugh, I did it again. 9 and 12, if I can write the numbers correctly. Sorry. So again, you have to kind of maybe break down what you don't know. Then go back and kind of narrow down the types of question or each sentence to see what equation you can get from it. Your goal is to write 2 equations, not just one, or not just solving it, okay? You really want to see 2 equations and then a result, all right? If you have any questions, you can always reach out.